Air travel is one of the safest modes of transportation, with a 1 in 11 million accident rate. But tragedies leave an indelible mark on our hearts. Today, we remember those who lost their lives in these rare but devastating accidents. Names like Kobe Bryant, Buddy Holly, Aaliyah, and John F. Kennedy Jr. resonate not only for their incredible talent, but also for their sudden and tragic passing. Let us honor their memories and reflect on the fragility of life, even in the safest of hands. Let's start our carefully prepared documentary.
What can I say? Mamba out.
Kobe Bryant was more than just a basketball legend. He was a global icon and a relentless competitor. His life was tragically cut short in 2020 when a helicopter crash claimed his life, along with his daughter Gianna. The world mourned the loss of a man who had inspired millions with his talent and generosity, leaving a legacy that will endure forever.
I've been waiting, and not there'll be no.
Buddy Holly was a pioneering force in rock and roll, known for his signature glasses and groundbreaking music. His meteoric rise was tragically halted in 1959 when his plane crashed in a blizzard, ending his life at just 22. The crash, which also claimed the lives of Ritchie Valens, became known as the day the music died.
Certainly he was aware himself of the opportunity.
Born into American royalty, John F. Kennedy Jr. carried the weight of his father's legacy with grace and charm. Tragically, his life ended in 1999 when the small plane he was piloting crashed into the Atlantic Ocean, killing him, his wife Carolyn, and her sister Lauren. The crash was a heartbreaking blow, a loss that echoed the tragic fate of the Kennedy family.
I'm Aaliyah, and if it's happening in entertainment, you can best believe it's happening on E!
Aaliyah was a star on the rise, a talented singer and actress with a bright future ahead. But in 2001, her life was tragically cut short when her overloaded plane crashed shortly after takeoff. At just 22, Aaliyah's potential was immense, and her death left a lasting void in the world of music and entertainment.
Crazy.
Patsy Cline's voice was as haunting as it was beautiful, capturing the hearts of millions with her emotional country ballads. In 1963, after a concert, she boarded a small plane that would crash in stormy weather, ending her life at 30. Her tragic death was a devastating loss to country music, but her songs continue to resonate, ensuring her legacy lives on. At just 17, Ritchie Valens was a rock and roll sensation known for hits like La Bamba, but his promising career was tragically cut short in 1959 when he perished in the same plane crash that took Buddy Holly's life. Valens' death was a heart-wrenching loss, depriving the world of a young talent who had only just begun to make his mark. Glenn Miller was a beloved big band leader whose music provided a soundtrack to the World War II era. In 1944, while flying to entertain troops, his plane disappeared over the English Channel and he was never seen again. His sudden loss was a profound blow to those who found comfort in his music during such difficult times. Otis Redding's soulful voice captured the essence of pain and love, making him one of the most revered singers of his time. Tragically, in 1967, his plane crashed into a lake just as his career was reaching new heights. At 26, Otis's life was cut short, leaving behind a legacy that has only grown in the years since his untimely death.
If I'm alive.
Roberto Clemente was not only a baseball legend, but also a humanitarian committed to helping those in need. In 1972, while delivering aid to earthquake victims in Nicaragua, his plane crashed into the ocean. Clemente's death was a heartbreaking loss, cutting short the life of a man who was as dedicated to his community as he was to his sport.
Just a matter of time. how I've come.
Jim Croce's music was filled with heartache and storytelling, resonating deeply with listeners. But in 1973, his life ended suddenly when his plane crashed shortly after takeoff. At just 30, Croce's passing was a devastating loss, depriving the world of an artist whose songs continue to echo through time. John Denver's Why songs celebrated the beauty of nature and the simple joys of life, making him a beloved figure in music. In 1907, his passion for flying ended tragically when his plane crashed into the Pacific Ocean. Denver's death was a shock to fans who found peace in his music, a sad end to a life that brought so much happiness to others.
There's a possibility to fly a glide.
Steve Fossett was a daring adventurer who pushed the boundaries of human endurance, setting records in aviation and exploration. In 2007, he disappeared on a solo flight, and his remains were found months later in the mountains. Fossett's death marked the end of a life lived on the edge, a tragic conclusion to a story of incredible feats. Jenni Rivera was a powerhouse in the Latin music world, known for her powerful voice and unapologetic personality. Her life came to a tragic end in 2012 when her plane crashed after a concert in Mexico. Rivera's death was a tremendous loss to her fans, who admired her resilience and her ability to connect with those who had faced similar struggles. Stevie Ray Vaughan was a guitar prodigy who revitalized the blues with his fiery playing and soulful performances. In 1990, after a triumphant concert, Vaughan's life was tragically cut short when his helicopter crashed into a foggy hillside. His death was a devastating loss to the music world, taking away a talent who had so much more to give.
Definitely not. And yet I don't like to be rude to him. I think it's a...
Carole Lombard was a Hollywood star known for her comedic brilliance and undeniable charm. In 1942, while returning from a war bond tour, her plane crashed into a mountain, killing her instantly. Lombard's death was a heartbreaking loss, a tragic end for a woman who had brought so much joy to the screen.
I feel pretty good, actually. Right now I'm a little bit tired.
Thurman Munson was the heart and soul of the New York Yankees, a gritty catcher who led his team with courage and determination. In 1979, his life was tragically cut short when the plane he was piloting crashed during a routine landing. Munson's death was a heartbreaking loss for his family, ending the career of a beloved sports icon far too soon. If you enjoyed the documentary, you can subscribe and turn on notifications to support and watch more. Join our community and unlock new stories. Thanks for watching, and take care.